Sacramento Amazons. Welcome back to Starfire Sports Stadium. Kicking off here is the Atlanta Harlequins to the Sacramento Amazons. Hot sevens action here. Women's bracket coming up. It's been a pretty impressive day so far. I'm Colin Hawley, joined by Katie Wurst. What's going on?
Great to be here, Colin. We got a really exceptional set of sevens coming up here with Sacramento Amazons, most known for their 15s prowess, in particular runner-up to Pittsburgh Angels in the last 15-a-side. This is their first time out here at the Sevens National Championship Series, and they've picked a massive challenge in the Atlanta Harlequins, first off, coached by Tui Osborne. They have a number of different players with exceptional veteran experience. We've got 4 players that are over the age of 36, number of players in Patty Jervey in particular been a part of 5 different World Cups for the 15-a-side game. Oh, wow. Heather Hale as well in 2 World Cups. Just exceptional amount of talent. Great kind of example of veterans versus new style play coming in from Sacramento side.
I got you as a Sacramento native. I'm pulling for my Amazons here right now, but that's an impressive resume that the Harlequins bring to the table, especially with head coach Tui Osborne. I know Tui, he's just an amazing sevens coach and player. But coming here back to the action, we had a little back and forth, the scrum down to the Sacramento Amazons, and going to see what they do here. What do you think about the set piece in sevens? How important is it to have a good scrum, good line out in this game?
Well, if you're the Sacramento Amazons, you're probably going to go for your physicality and size. That's going to use that as a platform to work it. But as the set piece goes, it's how you can launch an attack. So it is essential.
Oh, big breakout. Can't really see the number here, but she might be going all the way if she's got the gas. Oh, and there she goes over the line. Beautiful stuff from Sacramento.
That's number 13, Ofalangi Malangi.
God, she just got the ball. I think she was playing center off that scrum. I think it was probably on a 70-meter try there. She went straight up the middle, down the field, and dotted down in the middle. Great stuff from Sacramento early on. They said they wanted to be physical. Center taking it up. They seem to be the bigger team, more powerful. Let's see what Atlanta can answer back with here.
Mailangi just picked her head up, saw the space, went for it, an exceptional pace early on.
Pretty amazing stuff. That's a great long run. But conversion is good. We have 7-0. The Sacramento Amazons showing up full force, getting on the board early. Now let's see how Atlanta Harlequins can answer back here.
Yeah, we've seen veteran players, Hale and Jervey, speaking to each other, just kind of saying, calm down. We'll get back into this. Just see how they recover.
Little cheeky kickoff to the left-hand side. Number 1, Jessica Navarro, just can't pick it up. And I've been saying most of the day today that you really have to concentrate on the kickoff set piece. It's so huge in sevens and how you handle it. And it really is could be a great turning point to turn a game in your favor, or if you can't handle it, give the opposition a great attacking platform in your end.
Definitely agree, Colin. It's just the momentum shift can happen from the straight kickoff. Just being able to field it in the air cleanly and sets you up for exactly what attacking structure you want to work with.
Oh, what a big scrum by Sacramento. They were penalized there, probably for pushing through. God, that was a big scrum. You'd think if they just drive straight over, they might be able to overpower the Atlanta pack. Oh, great little pass of the ball to the inside from number 9. Oh, nope, no name there, but nifty little move. Can't really handle the pass. And sevens really is about possession, right? You don't want to knock the ball on. You don't want to give the other team possession because you could score at any moment in time.
Sure, I'm sure the player Lakita Sutton on that one just maybe took her eyes right off the ball, saw the space that was upfield. Got to make sure you see the ball into hand.
And another penalty at the scrum. This time it's to Sacramento. Try score, number 13. Great big run. If Sacramento can resource this pill, they might have something going. Still happy to keep it in the middle. Not a lot of attacking platform. She might go ahead and just take it herself.
Harlequin struggling to find an answer for Mailangi.
Nice
just
offload.
Great pace.
Good offload. Support needs to get there. Atlanta really attacking the breakdown right now. Sacramento holding on to the pill. And also holding on to the ball on the ground. I think that was Navarro again there, number 1. Jessica Navarro penalized for holding on.
Just a little bit of early undiscipline. Maybe found themselves getting too excited, getting close to their attacking zone.
Kimberly decided to go quick. Another, again, little nifty pass to the inside. Seems like they want to protect that short side a little bit. I'd like to see Atlanta use the ball wide here and stretch the defense. Ball's in the hands with number 10, Heather Hale. Decides to take it in. Little offload out of the tackle. Little loose play. Sacramento with the turnover. Great offload in the tackle. That's the number 7, Mary Favesi. And she dots it over Sacramento's second try of the match. Okay, what do you think happened there? Maybe a little too adventurous for Atlanta in their own end?
Just a bit of ball handling mistakes, and really so far what we've seen from the Sacramento Amazon side is that they're just punishing those indecisions or those mistakes, a little bit of miscommunication. Just great work to finish off from Joanne Fahavesi, former U20 player. Fantastic to see more athletes coming through age grade programs and developing, just being able to showcase their skills on the stage today.
It's kind of a fine line, right? In sevens, you're kind of drilled. You know, don't kick the ball, don't kick the ball. But at some point in time, if there's no sweeper back there and you've had the ball for quite a few phases and things are going pear-shaped really quickly, how are you going to relay that pressure? I think you got to kick it down the field and put the pressure on the other team.
And also it just tests their skill set, their ability to field the ball cleanly, and it also puts you on the front foot for your defensive pressure coming forward. So it all depends kind of on field position is a big part of sevens, as well as just committing to finish what you started.
Here we go, kickoff from Sacramento again. That's number 6, Miss Green. Let's see what Atlanta can do with the ball in hand here. Oh, great tackle. Sacramento putting in the hits early on here. Oh, nice little dummy, show and go. She gets a break, sweeper to beat. Dragging across the field, could have been a switch there. Switch happens now. That's number 2. Lakita Sutton. Can she go all the way? Lakita will dot down underneath the sticks. Great pass to play from the Atlanta Harlequins. Now, what do you think happened there? Why do you think they were able to score on that one?
Just much more like we hear the crowd reacting here to Atlanta, probably Atlanta Old White supporting their women's team here. Just saw some great movement with the ball, a lot of quick passes, much better handling. I think they're kind of settling into their positioning and what their attacking structure is going to be. So good things. Kind of Atlanta getting more in sync with what they're used to in their style of play.
I think you're right. I think Sacramento coming into this game, the Amazons are pretty impressive. They're definitely the bigger side. I think their physicality really kind of hit Atlanta pretty early on. I think that's pretty notable. They had a try up the middle and a great turnover try again. But now Atlanta very much back in the mix of things, just 5-12 at the half. So, I mean, coming back into the second half, what do you think Atlanta has to do to kind of mitigate the scoreline here and get back?
What I'm thinking is that Atlanta has to recover. They're taking a look at how that physicality is affecting them, but also just their mishandling. What we've seen so far from the Amazons is just recovering quickly, getting off the ground, which is maybe something that we haven't seen from this side as much. We're used to them being more of a physical side, but in particular, I think their handling's been quite well, and they've shown a great deal of pace for a team with their kind of stature that they have. And Atlanta have just, in the last couple of phases, have finally seemed to find that cohesion that they're most noted for.
Absolutely. I think Atlanta's the faster team. Now, Sacramento's definitely the bigger team. Now, I think Atlanta, what they need to do is move around the bigger runners in Sacramento and Amazons, you know. You have these big runners run at you, putting in big hits. Sevens, you got to use the entire field. You got to tire them out a little bit. I'd like to see Atlanta really use the whole width of the pitch, hold on to the ball, weather the storm, tire them out through a few phases and see if they can play sevens rugby. You know, that's 100-meter pitch, 50 meters across, and you got to cover the entire thing. So
they have had some success with the last couple of phases, finally seeing those great striking runs and good angles. The lines of running have picked up very much for Atlanta. We'll see if they carry it over to the second half.
Great move on the inside. I think we had a break up the middle, and then they moved to the outside, used the entire width of the field. Now drag into the corner, you're bringing that defense along with you, and then that switch runner was able to come back across the grain, find the seam, and take it all the way down to score to the post. But I think both teams are showing great rugby skill right now. Sacramento, let's see if their fitness can hold. Atlanta's definitely picked the wind up at the end of the first half, so it's anyone's game at this point. Let's bring it back to the field right now. We got more action. Sacramento to kick off. Atlanta down with 5 points, Sacramento with 12. Here's number 5. No name on the program here, but Atlanta on the front foot. 19, Brianna Osatinsky. Referee calling a penalty, not rolling away by Sacramento. Atlanta have the option to go quick here. Definitely trying to push the tempo. That's Patty Jervy taking into the tackle. Oh, what a counter up by Sacramento. Atlanta having a steep line set here on the outside. Brianna decided to take it back into the middle. A little sloppy play in the middle of the field. Atlanta have purchase on the outside, decided to go. A little in and out. Better be careful here.
Atlanta running away from that support, and good effort to get there.
Oh, overlap on the right side. Rugby pin and pass moment. Oh, great strike through the middle. That's number 23, Kimberly Knipe, scoring underneath the post. Great stuff from Atlanta. Like you said, you know, they're definitely skilled. We were talking about the difference between the two teams and where their fitness could have been an issue for the larger players. And now the running lines of Atlanta really proving to be the difference in this game early on in the second half.
Not only was that fantastic angle of running, but also just pure speed and pace by Knipe. Just basically finishing off what was a sequence where they're trying to find and create that space. And Sacramento's now kind of reeling from that one, saying, how do we recover? It seems like their cohesion has picked up a great deal with Atlanta. And they're looking at, okay, what's the answer to make sure that we can still maintain that defensive system that we've been using most of the game?
What I really liked about that, it was a little touch and go, a little chaotic there, but Atlanta was able to get their back line set up on the right side. They had a steep line set. They were able to run on the ball, get good passes in, and that opened up the gap for Knipe to go ahead and snipe through it and score into the post.
And you really see the direction from Heather Harrell, who's about to take the kick here, but just someone that's always constantly communicating, trying to get their team back to make sure that they have enough depth so they can come at pace.
Great kick by Atlanta, pinning Sacramento within their 22. Now we were talking about set pieces early on. Lineouts definitely, you don't see too many of them in sevens, but definitely important when you're getting this scenario, when you're pinned in under your own half, you have to win this ball. Great pass over the back, but not straight by the referee, and that's where you could get into trouble.
Absolutely. Just maybe an opportunity lost there from just a tactical error, something that they're really just trying to shore up. Now they're in a dangerous position where ball's going to go back to Atlanta.
In sevens, a turnover ball like that within the 22, that's danger zone. You know, maybe hitting the panic button a little bit. But Sacramento looking great on defense. Line out to Atlanta. They've got a great steep line set here on the outside. I'd like to see them move it through the hands pretty early on and attack the corner. And then on the return phase, see what they have to purchase on. Great line, a little loop in the middle of the field. Nice catch behind the back. The call for a knock-on. That was pretty adventurous.
Slight miscue there, a little bit of a timing issue from Jervy to Hale, but Jervy did well to hang on to the ball as much as she could.
I think she was trying to pass it over her back to her winger.
At that point, you're just looking to hold on and see what you can do to recover from that.
And again, we see another turnover. The battle of the turnovers right here. We're tied at 12-12. I think the team that can find their accuracy is going to be the one that takes this one home. Great scrum by Sacramento. They're able to maintain possession. That's number 15, Mariela Cedeno. I like this from Sacramento. They're moving the ball out to the outside of the pitch. Now if they could get their line set on the outside. Referee calls for another penalty, holding on. Kind of a little tit for tat here, back and forth. You just want these players to go ahead and hold on to the ball, play phase rugby a little bit, even though it's sevens. You know, you really want to research that pill and go face for face a little bit. You
see more penalties called for hanging on to the ball because there's just a little bit of a gap in where that support meets. With an experienced team like Atlanta, you get to the ground, they're going to be there right away for the poach.
Yeah, it might be a little bit of a fitness, fitness issue here in sevens. I think the hardest thing is trying to track a runner with the ball to be there and support. Takes a lot of effort. But Sacramento with the turnover here. They have space on the outside. Get the ball out to the winger. Oh, what a bump off. But she's bottled up by two other Atlanta players. Coming in from the side, Sacramento ball again. Here's number 9.
That's Joanne Fahavesi really doing great work to hold on to that errant pass that was just a little bit forward and really just getting the ball moving as quick as she can.
And we have Another penalty at the breakdown. Not releasing the tackler. Sacramento ball. That's Navarro. Navarro gets the ball out. Oh, happy to take it up in the middle. Great resource ball.
Fahavesi again with a great line break.
Ball in the middle of the field for Sacramento. Little slow play. I think they're trudging up, trying to grind out possession here. Doing a good job maintaining possession. Like to see somebody get the ball outside. Atlanta might have come away with the steal here, and they do. Little knock on there. Little knock on. Sacramento with the advantage. If they get the ball out here, they might have something. It's number 7, Fahavesi. And again, another penalty. We have seen the Amazon ladies just march down the field right now.
Atlanta reeling a little bit defensively, trying to figure out the solution to why that undisciplined nature around the ruck and what's the breakdown happening there.
Oh, turnover for Atlanta. Something here could happen on the outside and pushed into touch. Now remember, in pool play, when we have 20 seconds left around the clock, a tie is a tie, and it might come down to point differential at the end of the day when pool play is done and over and said with. So this match could end up in a tie here. I think this is Sacramento's last chance to get points on the board and end this thing with a solid W.
Sacramento doing so well considering this is their sort of first attempt here at Sevens National Championship. You can see how they've picked up from strengths in their 15 experience, kind of blending that into their style, what we've seen today.
Another penalty on Atlanta. Sacramento, time is over on the clock. Knocked on from Sacramento. Atlanta's got a chance here. Nice offload to the inside. Could this be it for the Atlanta Harlequins? Nice break to the inside. Out to number 15, Jessica Wooden. She makes a break inside, and she's got nothing but green grass in front of her to dive down. Time expired on the clock. You think Sacramento was going to have it in the bag. Knock on the door. Just like that, Sevens Rugby. 90-meter turnaround, and the Harlequins come away with the win. The men's team right outside cheering for their lady compatriots. And what an end to this match.
Fantastic work by veteran player Patty Jervy to offload to Jessica Wooden, captain of the team, done absolutely everything that's needed and asked of her squad here.
Pretty amazing stuff. Wonderful, wonderful passes of play there from Atlanta. They did what they had to do, really. Sacramento's marching down the field, definitely the bigger,